dude. Besides being a pro, athlete's parents, dude, the fact that we were on a freaking investigation trip, that was sick to me,
Dude, and we were joking about infidelity, and it was
dude.
100% infidelity. It was like,
Did we not
wow.
like call that? You're like, it's got to be infidelity, and it was. And I was like, dude, how crazy it'd be if we just like went along the ride with him. And we're like, we're gonna try and casually bring it up. He's all, so check it out. I'm a private investigator by trade. We're on the hunt.
Like, oh yeah, we're like teasing him. I'm like, if he is, I'm gonna pick on it and be on the perk. What does he do? He's like, well, I'll tell you some information on the case.
Right. Great, great people. Great
Oh
people.
my god, that was. I'm so sad Damon wasn't with us, man.
That dude actually,
That was the only. That was the only.
that's probably would have been one of the coolest. Again, it's like picking your
We had a
favorite
theme
child,
with 2 guests. It was the first time we've had a set theme.
like a congruent, like even though we still squirreled like the Dude Network does, it was still oh, here you go. Yep, there it is.
I had to crack a new bottle.
There it is. Oh, hate to hear it. Hate to hear it.
Well, you know why I can? I found one in Michigan this week, of all places. Couldn't believe it.
Dude, I don't know. That's going to be weird, bro. I'm going to have to stock up before I move.
Well, I don't know. The thing is, I'm starting to find it pretty regularly. Bro, I've never been able to get it in Michigan. So the fact that I got places, that...
all my Turlock hats and like Maddie's West Side City Limits hats and all those hats that I wear.
Yeah.
Bro, like almost every time I go in there, he's at least got 2 or 3 on the shelf.
I'm curious on what he is asking for him, though.
50? 50 something?
This one was retail is 40. So he's making like $15 extra.
Maybe it's 49.
This one was 45. He only marked it up $5, and I'm like, that's super fair, super
yeah.
Fair. So I was like, man, that's wild.
Well, the place right down the road, they want $100 for it, or 80 or something. I'm like,
yeah. Now, if you can see the Eagle Red 17, that would be crazy. That's when I wish I had crazy money. That's what you get to rip him on this show, buddy. Good for you.
I held out, bro.
I know. I didn't even have to have the talk.
I thought, fucking boy, dude.
I was like, man, I'm gonna have to have that talk. Like, this might not.
No, I knew for sure. I knew for sure. Not with Coach. I knew that. I'm a responsible young man nowadays.
Look at you.
But my mind told me, I was like, bro, these are just pro athletes' parents. Pro athletes shoe. They do whatever. Like this is I was like, eh. And then I was like, oh, I wonder if they're Mormon, and they were. So I'm glad we kept it clean,
and they didn't seem to have a problem with any.
No, dude, no. Please don't, internet. Do think that's what I meant. Do not.
No, we were just trying to be curious. What we're saying is we try to make everybody comfortable. We don't want to upset anybody because we don't have to be smoking and drinking and all that. Now, to be honest, I casually drank.
Do I?
And I like that, by the way. I'm like not even like.
Dude, I'll dude it up whenever I want, but there's also
social courtesy.
Exactly. Respect for one's fellow man. That's all I was showing.
Do unto others the way you do unto you.
A little more love in this place might be a little bit better. I'm just saying.
We're not trying to fix the world, but we are going to give you the recipe.
Right. Yeah. Look, it's up to you. It's up to you.
Yeah. Takes all of us.
Like they say, you can lead a horse to water. Not that I'm calling you guys horses. Come on now.
Just the whore part.
Well, I am.
I didn't. Hey.
No, whoa, not like that.
Well, I was going to say, whoa.
I'm a whore for things. And my wife knows. She knows. I'm a whore for cooking. Oh, whore. I'm a whore for cookbooks, dude. You should see my cookbook.
Seasonings and sauces.
We had to move some of my cookbooks because they're on top of Kim's jewelry box where they're positioned right now. Dude, that I have an And I'm talking like these are the ones that I just acquired recently. The weight of these is almost embarrassing.
Of your
Like,
cookbook?
yes, like one of them is this Italian one with like 2,000 recipes in it, so it's like a freaking monster.
You
I have
know,
and I bought a lot of hard covers because I like the
well,
sturdiness
yeah,
of
you
them.
got it. Hardcovers are just supreme.
Uh, dude, I can just imagine that box going to move that.
You might have to ship that one out in advance.
a couple different trips to save some money too.
Yeah, actually, yeah, shipping would suck. Actually, yeah, you're gonna have to ship something
Bro.
else. You have to ship a box of clothes in instead.
Right.
Oh man. Um,
Really hey, you know what, dude? Shout out to you, bro. That was a really cool show you put together, man.
I
Some
appreciate
really
it.
cool guests that
Well,
came together for us, for you.
I'm glad I had a
Just
little
really
wake
neat,
up call the
dude.
last couple weeks because I let the guest booking really get lackadaisical, and
I said the same thing to Damon about
it
AFS.
happens, it happens. But I guess it kind of maddens me though when I put a little bit of extra energy into making it happen and just ask. Here's how it works: you just got to ask more.
Yeah,
You ask
it's
them if
really
they're you
simple.
ask them if they're interested, and I've had to like learn a recipe. You don't just be like,
There
"Hey,
is.
I have an opening this day. Would you like to do it?" Be like, "Hey, would you like to do our show?" Yeah. All right. Well, here are the dates available. What would you like?
Yep.
And then like so instead of just being like, "Hey, I have one on this day," they're like, "Oh, I can't do that day." Like, "Oh, okay, I'll hit you up some other time." You just go ahead and just walk them up right there when they're talking to you. Just get a date, remind them a couple weeks out. So I am proud to say we are booked the whole way through, almost the whole way through August, through August 23rd. So the next,
And I mean,
four shows.
I don't want to say like I'm sorry for not having guests. We did a year of straight guests pretty much.
Yeah,
A whole year.
I love that we've been working on stuff our own self because we don't need to have guests. It's just guests
Right.
gives us a good fun perspective of things
Right.
that help us talk about things.
And maybe where our shortcoming came in on that is we just went out and talked to everybody we wanted to talk to.
We did.
And like, you know, talking about AFS on that note, it was like Damon and I kept talking about like, man, we're just talking to other cooks. Like we haven't even gotten we've had like one or two chefs on. That's it. Like that's a
Yeah.
whole world of food on its own just with chefs. Uh we haven't had restaurant owners on. We haven't, you know, there's all these other people that are in the foodie world that haven't even been scratched the surface, let alone the amount of topics in food alone. We barely scratched the surface. So
I'm really excited for the tapas guy to where I will be on that Sunday show.
so fun. I talked to Damon about tapas and he was kind of blown away. And I said, back when we had the Rev show, we did a tour talking about tapas and stuff. And so you can go back. That's all those shows are still on there. You can go back and watch those
Oh yeah,
too.
we don't delete anything.
Nothing. But so I had already kind of talking about going, you know, doing like going on a trip. AFS takes a trip or takes a tapas trip or something. We go explore. You know, we'll pull up some stuff and explore the tapas world because it's insane to me, dude. It's insane to me. Where literally there's this restaurant here, really famous. Everybody says in San Francisco, it's in Yountville or Yountsville or something like that, right in Napa area in the wine country. And the chef Thomas Keller, uh, dude, it's insane. All it is like one, like they're just little dishes, like two, three, maybe four bites at the most, right? And that's what you get. But you get like 15 plates.
Right.
It's just rounds and rounds.
So 20, 30 bites.
Yeah, and it's like insane. I mean, the guy's got Michelin stars, which we'll cover that sometime on AFS because it's just a fun story about like Michelin star, but how it came
Yeah,
to be.
yeah, that was another. That was some. We had some good deep dives on the old show.
Right. But oh man, there goes Johnsy's brain again. So in Spain,
small plate, yeah.
in Spain, they have a whole district of bars like where you go bar hopping, and for different drinks or different bites or different crowds, right? Sometimes it's just different crowds. You're just moving on to have fun at the parties, right? Uh, you go there and some of them are like, dude, it's like the cheapest food in the world in my mind. It's like a couple bucks. Some are $4, maybe a little bit of a fancier stuff's like 7, 8, whatever. But some places you go and if you have a drink in your hand, they just like hand out platters of these little tapas plates. It's called tapas.
Yeah.
And dude, I'm talking like fancy ass creams with stuff you've never heard of, with like a couple perfectly placed noodles with a piece of freaking Iberico ham on there. Like insane. Like, yeah, like people, like if you just made tapas plates on cooking shows, you'd probably win.
Yeah,
Because it's like a 5-star Michelin star, blow you out the water plates, but it's just little bites. Because the idea is you're moving on, hanging out, socializing. So you go to the next place, you order your 2 favorite here. You go to the next place, get a couple different ones here.
It
And you've
sounds
made
like
your way.
it sounds like a really good day.
What it is a 100% dude trip eventually. 100%. It is, dude. That is one. I already told Damon that is something that we will do eventually. It has to happen. It has to. I want to walk into one of those Spanish bars and eat tapas with Serrano and Iberico hams hanging from the ceiling that are like 25, 30 years old. I want that. As a foodie, it's like almost, that's like going to the promised land, dude.
I can't wait to take you out to my cousin's like walk-in
Don't. I can't stop it. I can't.
No,
even.
We're gonna make it happen.
I can't even.
I think some of their hallways
that will change.
They're not no 25 years. They're like 10.
That will change your relationship with my wife drastically, because she will be like, Tony, why didn't you just reintroduce him to heroin? It'd have probably been cheaper for us.
I will nerd out. Nothing like a little local H appearance.
Right. I will literally. I mean, dude, I'm curing my own bacon right now. I got to do another cheek for guanciale because I'm almost out. Like, I'm obsessed with doing that kind of stuff. It's so fun. It's so, like, some of the things I'm like, oh, I just want to do it once. But like that guanciale, dude, I use so regularly. I can't just be like, oh, when I feel like it. That's like, I better just do another cheek or do another piece of belly in the style of pancetta, because I got to have that Italian cured like cheek or belly for some of the dishes I make regularly now.
Right. Yeah.
It's hard. It's not easy doing what we do, folks.
But we're glad to do it for you.
We make it look, 100%. I wish I could do it full time, and that's all I do.
You heard it here first. But yeah, there's just so much food that I haven't got to try that I would like to try. Yeah, so that one's gonna be a fun one. And then the other one we got coming on like the food stuff is like Chef Art Smith, who owns some really fancy Chicago high-end restaurants, owns a rugby team, and also is a Bravo celebrity guest judge for food shows, for a couple shows. So, yeah, what's funny is they both followed me because I commented on Anthony Margarino's videos. So shout out Anthony.
I love that man, dude.
I just love that I can comment on his videos and then like these massive accounts follow me. Yeah, so that's how we got.
He's probably like, hey, you should follow that guy. They got cool stuff going on, dude.
I think he networks like a lot for. I think he works a lot for us behind the scenes.
He's just a neat dude, man. And here's the other thing. Like, what a life, bro. He just started reviewing stuff, right? And then like now the guy can't even book a trip without the internet spitting his information out to these places, and they're calling before all his trips are finalized.
Yeah, he went to New York. He went to New York just to visit, like on a vacation.
It was for
And
a
he ended up
family trip, right?
and he ended up staying like an extra 4 days because he had all these reviews and stuff like that they needed to do yet. So, yeah. I would like to get him out to Cleveland. I think he would really be shocked by what's available in Cleveland.
We still need to do a Cleveland
Yeah,
tour.
we didn't because you got such a jacked up flight. You were so late getting in. We didn't really get the chance to stop.
Yeah, we were going to cruise for a couple.
Because I went to the butcher for you and got things, so it was already because I had like 2 hours to kill.
And whose fault is that? Whose fault is that, Minnesota? Yeah. Okay, let me look. It's like the Charge back in Church League. Look, they're like, we were going to fly like this from to Cleveland or to Cleveland. Exact same path, just one bends south, one bends north. And they're like, oh, well, there's storms over the Great Lakes, so we're going to have to go the other way. That decision alone cost me half a day. And I was sitting in my seat on the runway for half of that time. It was unbelievable. Just go around.
Yeah. And I was just sitting up there in Cleveland, like, well, I don't know how much time I have. I can't drink any garage beer. Like, I got.
And I was literally every moment was. Hey, I just landed here. I'll be in Cleveland at this time. I'm on. I got to my gate. Yep, we're good. Blah 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 blah. And then board the plane, and it just goes.
I'm leaning back.
Oh, hey, get comfy, bud. Get comfy.
Yeah. Let's do this. Best show ever now. Oh, I'm shaking, scooting the whole damn. Got this stand on.
Yeah, easy, bud. Easy.
Dude, so Lauren's coming down here, Berlin Sports Cards. We got Dude's not afraid to buy cases of cards.
I know, dude.
I have 2 cases of hobby boxes in my garage right now.
You don't understand what that show did to me.
What do you mean?
I want to crack open.
Oh, that show. I thought you meant like the show I was at today. I was like, oh, you went to the National before?
No. What cracking that whole box did to me, bro. And
it was tell you not to do it because that was terrible.
I made a highlight reel for him because it was hit after hit after hit after hit after hit after hit of trash. Dude, and he just kept saying he would flip it over and go, it can't get any worse. And the next one would be just as worse.
So it got worse last night for him. We'll talk about it. I can say it. He's at the National, and he had a bunch of stuff, and he moved it. He had some liquidity to play a little bit, to get a little. He bought like the Panini Prism hobby. First off the line, Joe Burrow, Tua, and Justin Herbert rookie year. You could get all 3 of them. He bought the first off the line, and I won't go over the price, but let's just say it was more than what he paid for that one that we did live.
Oh, for sure.
I asked him how it went. He goes, it was worse.
No way.
He said it was worse.
No way, dude.
He said it hurt way less on that. He goes, because what I had to pay for this one. Because this was like, people literally held on to that box for 7 years.
Yeah, right.
Well, no.
Right, but that's what
Burrow
was
like 2020. So yeah, that box sat there for 4 years and accumulated value, and someone cashed in on that value, and
there was nothing.
Yeah, he said if some things grade out, it'll be all right, but they got to grade good. So yeah, it was not nothing, but basically not much more than that.
Dude, but dude,
you got to risk if your butt.
You got to pay to play, baby.
You got to risk it for the biscuit, man.
See, that's the thing is I know nothing about sports cards like you and especially Lauren, but you guys woke up a freaking creature in me, dude. I didn't know existed.
So up there today, whatever you wanted to look at was there. I'm talking, it was like the Smithsonian of sports and other memorabilia. Like they had the original Power Rangers
Right,
outfits
dude. See, I can't, dude.
on full
Please,
display.
please stop, dude.
Where you could literally go up and look at the very original. They were right there. You know, then you had all the comics. You had movie scripts for sale. Every ticket stub you could think of for sale. And like Golden Auctions was up there, and they had stuff on display, so like Muhammad Ali's boxing gloves, like all the
And see,
Lionel
like,
Messi soccer jerseys.
it's just sick to
I
me to
was
see
looking
all
at
that shit.
2 Ty Cobb
Oh
personally
my
signed
god.
checks where he signed a personal check, and that's one thing I've always wanted was a Ty Cobb autograph. And I was just sitting there, and I'm like, it's right there. Like there's 2 of them.
How much was it?
They were unmarked, so I didn't ask.
Oh,
I
that
didn't want
means
to.
a lot. Yeah.
I didn't want to waste their time.
I hate when they won't. I don't, dude. That's the thing that pisses me off is because, like, people list expensive ass prices, but when you don't list the price, I just know I'm like, I don't even want.
It's like, oh, this is gonna. Well, so here's how I handle that. Then you're gonna get asshole Tony in negotiations.
Right. Oh.
If you have a price, I'd be like, would you take this for it? Or like, that's fair. But you don't have a price, I'm like, what are you asking? 300? All right, I want 200. Like I'm just like I'm gonna smash. I'm gonna slash your shit by almost half.
Right.
Because you're being an asshole. You're just making up prices off the top of your head because it wasn't marked.
Bingo, dude.
Yeah.
That's the thing that irritates me.
Yep.
It's like, and then people will also base their price on how they feel about an item.
Oh,
Like I used to do like American picker style stuff where we would find like antiques and old toys and like my buddy really knew about old dolls. He's had dolls worth
yeah. There was
lots
those
and
there
lots of
like
money.
the original of
Lots of
originals,
money, dude.
graded in slabs in the plastic clamshell with the toy never touched. Like just whatever action.
Oh
figure
yeah, I've got action figures saved like that. Well, not action figures. Something really special to me, Star Trek, but they're still in the blister and everything. All
Hey,
original.
it's good stuff to have.
The other thing I'm a freak for is vinyl, bro. I am.
Luckily, I don't have anything at all
Luckily,
vinyl. Because I know how I am. I don't need another hobby to collect. I don't need it.
bro, like I will be one of those guys that has like when I have my ultimate dude space studio, whatever, it will one wall will be shelves specially designed to hold records, and I will have like that 10, 15, $20,000 perfect system for playing records because there is no greater sound than that pop and crack and scratch right before the music comes in. And
Right.
I'm telling you, that's exactly, you don't see people, like on these shows or whatever with a $40,000 CD collection in stereo or 8-track or anything else, only for vinyl, because it was such a good way to listen to music. And you can get Calling All Captains, friend of the show. We've had them on. They pressed one of their EPs into a vinyl. So you can get modern stuff in vinyl.
Did you get that vinyl?
No, not yet.
That'd be a rare collection, especially if they're
got
going to get it. Imagine getting that vinyl and they get as big as they're going to get, and you have the vinyl.
The thing I saw about it, it was one that they were going to give away. So I don't know when it's available, but I will be purchasing that. Dude, I can't. In September, they're going to be an hour and 20 minutes south of me.
You got to go.
Well, so I first looked it up and I saw San Francisco and Anaheim, and I was like, well, that sucks. They're going to come to my state, and I ain't going to see them because I will not go to San Francisco, and I ain't driving all the way to Anaheim.
Right.
Sorry, fellas. Sorry. That's a mission and a half, and like basically would have to end up being a 3-day trip and this and that. But Fresno, homie, that's right down the road.
There we go. Frez,
That's
yes.
right down the Frez, yes. I already hit him up. I was like, hey, I saw the list. Can't wait to see you guys in Fresno.
Yeah, actually, we had a watcher of the show. Like, yo, that's they're like, I started listening, calling on cabs. There's new stuff coming. Like, man, that stuff's actually really good. Actually, really good. Like, we would stray him. Like, we would just ask any schmuck to come on this thing.
No, dude. When I heard them, it was a breath. I grew up in that era. That was my music era. I played in bands that played music like that. That was our generation. And when I heard them, I'm like, dude, these kids know exactly what they're doing. I say kids, whatever. These guys know exactly what they're doing.
They're men,
they're so good.
Yeah, you can be kids at heart.
They are so good, and they're just so good. So good.
You're so good. Pinky out.
Yeah.
But no, actually, so coming up, like, we have a bunch of cards we're going to be ripping and putting over. So we're going to have like a big rip party, and we're going to make a nice. We're going to make a nice. We're going to make it. We're going to be a nice long YouTube video out of it. You know, so if you haven't done a long form in a while, I think this is going to be the one to get things rolling again. So
you should set up a camera and do a live stream. I'll do commentary the whole time.
I could do that.
Well, just big screen. Well, it'll be like this. The card ripping scene and just me over here just pretending I know it. Yeah, pinky out, pretending I know what's up about everything.
Pinky.
Hey, you know, sometimes you got to be a gentleman.
Hey, you're teaching me that I just need to be a little bit more of an elegant dude at times, and that's okay. I know one thing. This garage beer, this equals hair.
Grubbs came at me a little hard about that. And he's
I love that he always comes after you.
Oh, hey, bring it on. I love the bastard. I do. Shout out to this whole weird social media life we live now, right?
Yeah, it's all like Tina Cannon's commenting on your post about how good your food is. I knew that I could see your smile from all the way over here in Ohio to California. I was like, when he reads that comment, he's going to be so freaked out that Tina Cannon, world food champion herself, is telling Johnsy how good his food looks.
It's just like, who'd have ever thought? Like, dude, I literally watched that season with Grubbs and Tina, and then got hooked up in this, rolled into it, and now we're friends.
And they're part of our lives now.
Yeah, like
we're probably like the day we just got to get down to Grubbs to make sausage. We just got to make down there. So, everybody go make sure you're checking out the DudeNetwork.com. Watch the most recent show on our YouTube channel.
Yes, very good.
All the podcasts are on there. The merch is on there. Meet the team. We got more stuff coming. Just keep it tuned in. And also our partners, including Drink Garage Beer. So just make sure you give everybody some love. Go check out the website. Just go check it out. And it's got a long way coming. You can be critical of it if you want. But we'll agree that it's not finished. It's got a long way to go, but it's also really awesome right now. So check out the DudeNetwork.com. Go look at the merch.
Right. Yes.
So
go look at the merch. Get yourself some merch. There's some really cool stuff in there.
Yes,
I cannot find where we pull up like the number and the website.
Oh, because it's on the brand.
I am in brand. I am in
banners.
Banners, yeah. The Dude Network.
The hotline number should be right there under banners.
Yeah. No, I know, but where's the one that He has one for the dudenetwork.com too. I don't know where that is.
I don't know either.
Damon, please come back.
Damon, we miss you. I'm so sad he missed on that show though, man. Because
that was such a great show, dude.
It was. But no, man. Coach Fankhauser, I want to get involved. I want to shadow Walsh's. We're gonna pick some.
Yeah,
teams.
Dude, I would really like us to do.
I would like
to
do like our dude scoreboards, like every week. Like, all right, our teams are following along this year. Here's the scoreboard from last Friday, last week, or whatever. Be like, Walsh beat West Liberty 68-2.
We should send Coach a Dude Lead shirt.
Yeah. There's a lot of people want to send shirts too.
Well, I mean, we could send him one. I don't know what the rules are for him.
Oh, he's fair game. He's a contract. He's getting paid by school, so he's good.
Yeah, but affiliations and this and that, they don't have rules on that? Oh, okay.
As long as it's not violating their conference media right deals and stuff like that. Like, I doubt he could be like, garage beer, drink it.
Well, yeah, we're not going to ask him to do that.
No.
Even though once he tastes it, he will say that.
If I know Coach Fankhauser, he's had a garage beer. He's tried.
And here's the other thing. This one's
for Tim. Hauser. Fankhauser.
Right.
You know that family has a couple cervezas.
Probably not cervezas, though.
No, some Bavarian beer.
Right, some Belgian, you know.
Yeah, you know, I was trying to be somewhat. I was just trying to be.
No, I'm right on board with you.
Yeah. I wasn't trying to mix a Mexican and continental right there.
What was I just gonna say?
Walsh.
I started to say it.
Teams. Fankhauser. German.
Hopefully it comes back.
All right, yeah, cool. And we are back. We're still here.
I'm here.
Yeah,
I'm still in the
Johnsy
game.
might have left the planet, but we're still here.
Still in the game. It doesn't matter.
Game.
Put me in, Coach. Put me in.
He's ready to play today. Look at me.
So we're following along with Walsh. We got any other prospects?
Oh yeah, we're gonna be following on Matt Rivers at Barton College down in
Barton. That's right, of course.
The Ohio State University bass fishing team.
That's what I was getting at.
And I'm nothing else, but I'm sure I'm not done. I'm fairly positive. Oh, and Gavin Bruni, who used to be of Ohio State, who is now a signed professional pitcher for the Washington Nationals organizational system. So that's
the
exciting.
W's.
Yeah, we were supposed to talk tonight. It didn't happen. Womp womp.
He's probably busy.
Probably. If he was smart, he was a lot. Anything other than talking to me is more busy.
That's not true, dude. That's not true. When we replace some of the other shows out there, people are going to wish they took the time.
We haven't.
You heard it here first.
Come on, everybody, help us out. I thought we were done. I thought we were taking people out.
Taking people out?
Yeah, with our show.
Yeah, we're eventually going to replace people because we offer much more than everybody else.
Bingo.
So
if you're watching, your day's coming. Just go ahead and quit now. Save yourself.
I'm just saying,
Save yourself heartache.
There's plenty. Look, I'm not even asking for a whole slice of the pie. Not even a whole slice. I just know how much is out there, and just hold on to your tits.
Yeah, out of the couple billion, where's one a couple million? Is that too much to ask? No.
Because we got a ticket to ride. We got a ticket to ride. No?
I was just going with the flow, nodding my head, trying to remember the song.
That's an old one. That's classic rock. Or, look, I don't even know what it's called anymore. Because on the classic rock stations, they play like Green Day, Bush, stuff that's definitely not classic rock to me, but apparently is classic rock now.
They had a Nirvana album
Yeah.
still in the foil, graded to 10, of the one with the baby.
Never mind.
Yeah, never mind. And all the bandmates signed it, framed PSA 10, like 20
On a
feet
record?
on the CD. It was like a perfectly Jim. It was Kurt, all of them, like 20 G's. 20 G's. Like, it was stuff today that it was like, oh, this makes me, I really wish I was.
See, those are the kind of
like,
shows
I am
that,
the Prince of the Poors, but I really wish I wasn't.
those are the kind of shows that just absolutely rip my guts apart, dude.
Oh.
Just.
I actually, you know what I'm most proud of? I didn't spend a single dollar out of pocket to be there today.
Yeah. That's the way to do it. That is the way to do it right there. Because otherwise, whew, you start off strong and end up, the kid's college account's half what it used to be. I mean, and that's the thing when if you're hobby collect, because that's like supreme, you're talking high level hobby collecting, right?
Oh,
at that point.
Well,
no, dude, you got original of this, original that, that's expensive, top dollar, high level.
I was going to say, that there's expensive what you're saying, but what's nice about that show is there's a little bit of everything.
No, and
but that's
most
not the
shows,
point you were trying to make, though. That's
most shows, there's most shows, unless it's like some big whatever, I don't know, but almost everything I've ever been to like that, there is absolutely skin in the game for every single financial field, 100%.
Oh, it's an investment up there, man. You go up there to literally find like what folk art is down. That's probably really big.
This guy, I don't want the stuff that I can afford. I don't even want the stuff. See, there's stuff I can afford, and then there's stuff right down here that I'm willing to spend that amount of money on.
And then there's
the stuff up here that I want.
Well, then there's the stuff that Tony would want to buy, which is like,
like the Nirvana CD. Like that's the kind of stuff.
I don't know why that was just one that I remembered.
I'm not saying that I, like, at this stage in my life would I really, obviously I don't have 20 grand sitting around to blow on a CD, but I'm just saying, like, those are the kind of things that, like, I freak out over. I was just talking to my buddy. I have a shirt signed by Tony Hawk right after he landed his 900. What? Right after. I was front row.
That's awesome, dude. I remember when he hit the 900.
Crazy. I was there live, like at the closest you could be to the half pipe in the crowd. They interviewed my friend Sarah. Me and my buddy Dalen are standing right by her on Fox News over it. It was wild, dude. It was because that was my whole life skateboarding at that point, because that was right before heavy music. And he was king. Tony Hawk Pro Skater had come out. Like, he was the absolute biggest name. And I mean, he was one of the biggest names in sports, period.
Ever.
And it's just wild times. Like, I met like half the bands that we talk about once in a while. I met them all just randomly because I was like at the right point when they would walk out before the show or something. It was just insane, dude. Insanely cool stuff. And so if I can, like, I cherish stuff like that Tony Hawk shirt, like this, that, the stuff that I have. When I go to the shows and I see stuff that I wish I had, I immediately become like bipolar, and I don't mean that any kind of negative way towards people. I'm not trying to misappropriate anything. I'm saying, like, I will literally be super aggressively angry that I can't buy that because it's that much money, and I wouldn't if, and then I'll be like, just like spun the F out like a kid in a candy store trying to figure out what he wants to look at next, to completely depressed because I couldn't buy that item I really wanted. But I feel, man.
Yeah, I feel too. Um,
Eh,
no, go ahead.
I'm a nerd. I like things,
Yeah.
and the things that I'm into, I really am into.
Okay, so here's a question for you, Johnsy. I got this is a
Yeah,
good one. What would be your next hobby to start collecting from scratch that you haven't started yet? That's a
man,
banger. That's a tough one,
that
ain't it?
that's a tough one because it's like, would that be a personal collection or would this be an investment collection? Because that's two different routes I'm going to go.
Which one would you want to go?
Exactly.
No, that's the point. Your next collection you would
So
like to
if it
do.
was like boom,
So
if
here's
you
where
if
I'm
we
at on it. I don't do personal unless it has value.
well, yes, me either. But like cast iron, I would love to develop my collection a lot more. Like get some really nice pieces. Yes, they're worth money. Would I ever sell them? No. So that's not an investment in my opinion because they're never going to go anywhere.
Right.
Does that make sense?
Yep.
So if I got into baseball cards, like really started learning about them, trading, like that would be definitely way more about making the money than it would be for me about collecting the sports card.
Right.
Right? There would absolutely be cards I come across that would then turn into that because I'd be like, man, he was my favorite player growing up. Or like if I ever opened up something and it had some ridiculous card, good card of Nolan Ryan, it would never go anywhere.
Right.
Un-
Uh
unless it was like all of a sudden that card is worth like $1 million, then it's like, yeah, you know what? It's just a freaking card. I'll take the million. You know what I mean? But most of that kind of stuff that I'm gonna really keep and cherish like that, I'm never gonna want to get rid of because the only reason I'm that into it is because I have some special connection to it. Otherwise, it would just be. And my problem with investment collecting like that, unless I start seeing returns, I'm out.
it's hard. That's
It's
why
hard
my
to stay
best cards
committed.
that I found I was trying to sell like a Shohei Ohtani rookie up there. And basically like I took up a bunch of cards that are worth like 50 to $100.
Right.
People were not interested because it's the national. We're not trying to roll with
Yeah,
them.
we're not looking for those
Yeah, I
cards.
mean, they were
Like
looking for
any
like
other day, they would have
3
ate you up.
oh man. But no, like I was trying to trade to show you here I paid like $8 for it and I was at it's like $75 card now. And I was just giving them to him in the original thing. It had the price tag on it like 10 then 8. I wanted people to know I fucking dunked on that deal.
Well, I mean,
But
but the thing is, real
everyone
guys
was
know that's
like,
the
"Yeah,
game.
I'm not
That's how it
like
is.
yeah, it's like I'm not doing yeah." It was tough. As a guy in sales, it was hard listening to people lowball me and then try to justify it. Like, well, the value I'm seeing, it's like I was up till 2:30 in the morning evaluating all these cards, or I wouldn't have brought the fucking thing up here. Don't
Right.
sit there and like I'm sitting there and I'm just like, one guy's like, "Oh, where's way off?" And I go, "Okay," like picked them all up in one swoop, put them back in my pocket, and I was like, "Later."
See, I still have in the
I'm an
sleeves,
asshole. I take
all in
things
the
personal.
binder, all in the binder, because my brother and I collected them together. Original run Pokemon cards.
Oh, you got to look into those.
Uh, I have I have Magic cards. They're not going to be graded great because I played with them. I was
Yeah,
a hardcore Magic player, but I have cards from way back then. I don't think I have any Alpha Run, which is the very first. I don't remember if I had. I think there was Alpha, Beta, and then whatever they call them after that. But like I remember my mom took a bunch of my cards when we went to a show like that, smaller, but a show like that in Sac. And my mom, I remember she took a bunch of my cards, and the guy was like, uh, "Ma'am, I know your son wants to play these." Because I was like not interested because that was just a game I played. I was looking at all the crazy cool stuff, right? And he was like, she was. The guy goes, "You need to do your son a favor and go home and put these all in a sleeve and don't let him play with these. Buy him other cards." because some of them back then were worth enough.
Right.
I don't know about now, but
worth
I have
more.
a whole Tupperware. Or
We're gonna do it. We're gonna do a deep. We're gonna get Lauren on one night, and we're gonna do a deep dive on that.
Oh, sure. I would have to go get them out of storage. I don't have them on hand because I
get them out
don't
of
play that
storage
often.
and put them in your house immediately.
Okay, here's the thing. You know what I would really like to do?
No, you know what I'd really like for you to do? Get them out of storage where they could get effing ruined. You don't understand. If they're first run Pokemon, remember that little
No,
thing?
those are not. Those are not in storage. Those are not in storage.
I was gonna say, like, please, for the love of Christ, get them out of storage.
No, those are in a sleeve, in a binder, in a closet, baby.
We need to start working on getting them graded. I need to see what you got in that binder.
I wish I could. I don't even know. We might not have them anymore, dude. Honestly, but I had the Pokemon cards we have. I know where those are.
Okay,
I could go grab them right now.
That's the only thing I'm talking about right now.
I could go grab. I'm talking about the sports cards I had growing up.
Oh, I don't worry about them. I'm talking first run Pokemon.
I'm telling you, dude. Like I was buying them when they first came out. Because it's the same principle and gameplay basically as Magic. So it was a way I could play Magic with my younger brother who didn't give a crap about Magic, but he was into Pokemon, right?
Yeah.
And yeah, I don't know why we had just ended up putting them all in sleeves, or the pages,
right,
where they're all.
Yeah, you need to get them out of that.
Those aren't good for him?
Not really.
Well, okay, I'll get them out.
But they're not being, as long as you don't not touch them, they're fine. But
dude, they have
when
not
you open them, they bend them and bow them and twerk them.
Dude,
yeah,
they have not. A page has not been turned in that binder in probably 10 years. Let alone a card being taken out. I don't even know if a card's been taken out since they were put in there.
Yeah, just leave them in there. Forget they exist. Well, you want to get them out and look at them, because
I should just send the whole binder to Lauren and let Lauren do it.
Yeah, but I would insure that package.
Maybe I'll just hold on to it when I'm out there. I'll drive it up to Lauren.
Or to send him pictures of the front and back. Like, what do you think?
That's true.
Yeah,
that's true.
Like, be like, look, I'm not comfortable really selling these, like shipping these.
Like, I don't know if they're all first runs or what, but I'm telling you, we bought them when they were first available. I didn't collect Pokemon cards for a number of years. Okay. But Magic cards, like I think my mom still has hers because she bought packs to play with me, because when then I taught my sisters how to play when I could, because I wanted to. I was like a D&D nerd with Magic, so when I couldn't play with my friends, I was trying to get anybody else I could involve. Which brings up another topic, dude. That is something I would really like to get into, is D&D. I've played tons of Dungeons and Dragons. I've played it tons of times, but dude, I played it again as an adult, and bro, it's so cool to me. I'm such a nerd. I am such a nerd.
I'm a nerd in certain regards.
Here's how nerdy it goes, bro. I have written my own one shots, which are like quick D&D games, not the full campaigns that you keep meeting up every week to play, but like one you can play in a night. I've written my own.
Oh yeah, I believe that with you. I believe that.
Yeah, it's like with cooking and this and that. Everything I do, I have to go all the way, and then I can be like, oh, okay, it's a hobby. When it first starts, it's an absolute obsession. It's just the way it is. Otherwise, it's like,
yeah.
Like, oh, that's cool, I did it. Yeah, check it off.
I don't even know what my next obsession would be. Probably shoes.
You know what I wish it could be?
No, I would just do artifacts. I would do history artifacts. Would be my next collection.
Yeah, like not like antiques, just like an old vase, but like
just random events
right
of history or something.
Yeah, that'd be cool. I love that kind of stuff too.
Yeah, that'd be cool because it would just open up like a world of everything, or signage.
I wish I could do like cheese and meats.
But collect them.
Yeah, not to save, but like some cheeses and meats are I'm not paying for it probably ever. Like I'm just telling you right now.
Right.
And some meats you can't even get in the United States due to the import whatever crap BS.
Yeah.
But like oh my gosh, there's so much stuff out there.
Yeah, it's pretty wild, man. There's some really wild
and
stuff.
that's a whole nother reason I want to go tapas hopping, is because you literally get exposed to, like, just think about it, and there's a tapas plate with that in it or on it or part of the dish, like,
or something you didn't even know was even humanly possible.
Bro, stuff. That's what I love, dude. So if Anthony Bourdain did an episode at the French Laundry, that crazy restaurant where they do the tapas style servings, but it's like it's way fancy. So in the back of the kitchen, Thomas is the head. He's the guy who started, runs it, blah blah blah, head chef. So he's in the back. He goes, "It is probably time for Bourdain's cigarette break." And then they cut to the lobby, and Anthony's saying how he's like, "Man, I pretty much need a cigarette about now." And so this dude infuses Marlboro cigarettes into some sort of cream stuff and serves him this dish, and it's enough nicotine that it curbs his wanting to smoke, but it was good. And like blows Anthony's mind. Like that, being able to think, like, cook like that on the fly, that blows my mind, dude.
Right. Yeah, it takes a lot of years or a lot of knowledge, one or the other, to.
And what's crazy is that he's not like, he wasn't from a rich family. He grew up poor and started out washing dishes in a restaurant.
Yeah,
like that was his first job.
3 bites on a plate.
And then
just better make them count. Prince of the Poors.
Like, so, dude, not that I want to like cook like that all the time. Obviously, that's not a sustainable way to live. But that's the level I aspire to. Like, just being able to like, oh, what do you want for dinner? And someone's like, man, I've been thinking about blueberries. I don't know, whatever. Oh, and you're just like, in your mind, you're like, okay, I can do this. Okay. And you whip out some ridiculous meal that has everything that they asked for. You know what I mean?
Yeah, my kids ate 5-pound box of blueberries this week from Michigan. It's impressive.
Not bad for them. That's very good for them.
Oh, yeah. Well, and they eat a lot of shit. That's why I remember I gave the box to Wally. I was like, hey, Wally, you want some blueberries? He's like, yeah. I'm like, whoa. He's like, what? I'm like, you can eat as many as you'd like.
Right.
He's like, as many as I want? I was like, as much as your heart desires.
He's like, challenge accepted, Dad.
Oh, that was like in a day they ate like 4 pounds. Like, golly. I was like, but hey, they're not going to waste. They're not going to waste.
Right.
It is getting a little late here because we went really, really hard on Friday night, and it was unbelievably awesome again.
Please go back and watch that one.
Oh my God,
if you never ever go back and watch another episode, watch that one.
It's so good that we didn't even dick off much in that show. We like actually just were regular podcasters. We didn't even pick on each other. That was a little weird.
Right. I didn't even realize that until you said that.
Yeah, we were just like, tonight's not tonight. Tonight's not tonight.
It was just really good people.
It was really good
cool,
people.
Really cool sports perspective.
And a little hint at some future events we got working because we like to make those. Here's the thing. When I get the opportunity, I try to take it. Hey man, nice shot.
Like he just took saw a shot and he took it on that bottle Eagle Rare again. So
Last one because I am
it's
late
time for
tired.
bed.
Late tired. I mean, I had that sports card. I was up to like 2, 3 in the morning, and I like went through all these cards, and I was like pricing them out, and
Right.
then I took them all up there, and I sold like 5 of the 80 I took, and I'm like, oh, this is so much work. Anyway, um, American Royal's coming up here soon.
I'm just jacked to be back with the boys.
I'm in Jack too. I wish we were traveling at a different time of the year, to and from.
Is this the Halloween shit again?
No, it's the day before on the way back. We all got to get in the air the day before the big election day.
Oh,
we come back November 4th. The election's the 5th.
No, it's the 7th, isn't it?
It's always we get back on Monday. The election's on Tuesday. It's Election Tuesday.
Oh, Tuesday. Yeah, it's always on Tuesday, right?
Yeah, and we come back on Monday.
Where are we?
So let's hope things settle down. That's a joke.
Oh boy.
Oh boy. Yeah, we won't even go into that whole mess. Let's just say I'm sure.
Wait, whoa! I was in the wrong one. Yeah. Wow. For real.
Whoops.
Everything you've heard on this Saturday night show, yeah, definitely interesting. Not good.
Well, here's where I'm at on it. It's far enough out. If shit starts getting real weird, we can always do next year. We'll do something else. We can reuse. We bought the tickets. Like, can you just reroute those to a different location? No, we're going to the American Royal.
It's happening.
It's happening. We gotta go. We might have to go take care of our buddy Euban while he's out there. We're still waiting. Shout out Euban. Hope you get better. Hope
you get better.
He
buddy.
is getting better. He is getting better, but he's definitely not all the way back. So
yeah, get all the way back, please. T's and P's, bro. T's and P's.
Yeah, T's and P's always. Coach Fankhauser was awesome. The Schnees were even more awesome.
That was cool.
Equally awesome.
Right. I wish we could have just been sitting down, but the aspect that we were on the hunt of a perp was. I'm sorry. Where else are you going to get that, folks? Where else are you going to get that?
It's never going to happen again on this program. We can tell you that. Wouldn't that be awesome? We get him on every Friday when he's out chasing perps.
We have a recurring segment on the hunt.
He is on the West Coast time. He just joins us in the after party for Saturdays, like on the hunt.
On the hunt with Pat. Yeah,
on the hunt with Pat Schneeman. Yeah, I'm down. I want to consign it.
I'm just saying, there's something there. There's something there. I'm hitting B. Damn it.
I know. There's so much good going on right now. We just got to keep up with it. Everybody, help us out. We're putting a lot into this, as we're hearing. We're sleepy. We're very happy of our lives. So if you could at least just share it to a friend, that would be much appreciated. You don't have to. We'll be fine. We're going to keep going without it.
Look, here's the deal.
We would really like to grow this thing as big as possible.
Like that. And sharing costs nothing. It takes 2 clicks.
Yeah.
You click the share. 3. Who you want.
Even if you don't like us, send it to a friend you don't like.
All right, piss them off.
Yeah, like, this show sucks.
We also got merch available, thedudenetwork.com. You can, if you tune into thedudenetwork.com, everything's there. You can catch the live shows.
And
all 4 days they're there. Yeah. And that is a fluid website right now. It is Tony strong-armed the designer to get it out ASAP, and he got it up. It's all functional and beautiful, but it is definitely more to come. And that's from also the designer's mouth. So just stick around, folks. We're trying to make big moves. We're trying to get stuff for you because that's what this is all about, man. We have fun. You guys support
The more we
us.
get coming in, the more we can give out. And we like giving. So,
speaking of, tune in
yeah.
Fridays and Sundays for the giveaway. It's going on
No more
all
Fridays.
July.
Sunday's your last freebie.
Oh, it is. You're right. Sunday's your last freebie. But if you go to any of the people you see it every week on several shows, go support the people in the giveaway. Much more points there. So $10 is spent. If you get a Maka knife roll, there's definitely more there because that's a one in a lifetime buy, probably passing it down type stuff.
Yep.
A lot of really cool partners this month. Always remember MST's delicious sauce. They got jerky, chips, and if you're in the Tiffin area, go stop by the pub, man, and eat there. Where the magic happens. And never forget. Always drink
your
garage
restaurant
beer.
experience was terrible? Then go try MST next time because that bitch is a well-oiled machine, dude.
Machine, right.
Crazy how good he's got that thing running.
And remember, while you're drinking responsibly, make sure it's garage beer. Shout out, folks. Shout out. We will see you tomorrow night on another foodie show. Probably not. I don't know about this guy. He's probably going to be kicking it with the fam. But
we got Lauren in town. We're going to be filming.
Right. Me and Damon will be back.
Yep.
We're going to take a trip. We're going to take a trip over to Spain. I decided. I'll work on it. And then you're definitely going to want to stay tuned in next week. Next week's another big week. So let's freaking go. Like our buddy Nombre says, be good and be good.